guys, and welcome to the paper pad, or welcome back. My name's Hannah, and today I have a boho succulent themed snail mail for you. So first things first, I'm going to flip through most of the supplies I'll be using in this video. A lot of it I've just accumulated from different places because I love these colors and I love plants and succulents and boho, so a lot of it ended up working together, although it wasn't specifically bought for this project. And then I also have these DIY embellishments that I made back in February, but all of the colors still work with the summer themes and things, so I'm going to be using these as well, either to decorate or to send to my pen pal. So as I select my paper, I'm going to keep in mind the fact that these aren't double-sided, so I'm going to have to glue two pages back to back myself so that they are double-sided. But I actually prefer using non-double-sided paper in a flipbook like this because I get to pick and customize which pages are going to be on the back so that when they all flip, they're all going to still be uniform and work together. So I've just arranged them in the way that I want them to flip out, and now I'm going to take some washi tape and use it to bind the pages together. And I'll show you how I do that. So now that I've chosen my washi, I'm just going to tape it down or tape the page to the table and then peel it up. And I find that that's the easiest way to make sure that I get a nice clean edge or an even line or as close to a straight line as I can. And I also have that washi tape hanging over the edge, which I lay the other page down on. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure that there is a gap, a little space in between your two pages, or else your page will not fold over onto the other. So there's a little page for it to fold, and you're going to tape the top over again so that it closes that gap essentially, and so there's no, straight washi tape hanging out. I hope that made sense. At least you can see the video. So it's a pretty simple thing. I'm just going to cut away the excess, and since that pink page is going to be the front cover, I'm going to take this other washi tape, which has like this leaf design on it to go with the botanical theme, and overlap it with the first piece so it's going to be more secure, it's not going to peel off, and it looks better, so it's just more aesthetic that way. Now for the third page, to make sure that everything folds up neatly, you're going to want to trim it down a little bit. That way, whenever this page is folded in, it's not going to rub up against the joint for that first page. And if it's all stuffed, it's more likely to do that because the page is going to bow and it's going to take up more space. So you're going to want to trim it down just a little bit. No one's going to be able to notice, and it's going to just fold better and work more efficiently. Now, as I'm taping down the second page, normally I always use the same tape for both joints, but I decided to use pink on this one to contrast with the blue on the first one, and I absolutely love this feature. It makes such a big difference, and I think it's absolutely adorable, even though it's just such a simple little thing. I'm probably overreacting over it, but I really loved it. And once again, I'm going to add another layer of tape just to give it a cleaner look. That way it's going to be a straighter edge, and I'm trying to figure out which one I want to use to contrast, but I decided just to go with the pink again and kind of keep it simpler since there's so many patterns and everything going on with the rest of the mail. So now the flipbook base is finished and it's time to move on to prepping for some goodies. I want to make a shaker pocket to send a little bit of those glitter, to send some of the glitter because I thought that it matched the snail so well. So to do that, I'm going to take this paper and fold it into a little bag, and I'm going to add a circular peak hole through it with the Ziploc bag there. So I'm going to fold all of the edges in and then cut away a little bit of the excess so it's not too bulky to make this little bag. So I'm going to use the glitter container to trace a circle out in the middle of the bag, and then I'm going to cut that out and add the plastic there instead. That way it works as a little peek hole so you can see all of the glitter inside and use it as a little shaker pocket. Now that I have those to put goodies in later, I'm going to make a pocket in the flipbook for my letter. So to make this pocket, I'm just going to fold in 3 of the edges. I'm measuring this out so that the pocket will fit the page, but it also has flaps to fold in. So I'm going to cut it down and fold in the sides and then fold the bottom up, and that'll make the pocket shape. And the reason that I make my pockets like this instead of just gluing down paper on 3 sides is that when you fold it over, it gives it a bit more space. So your letter or your goodies or whatever you decide to put in it has a little bit more space to breathe, a little bit more give than if you were just gluing paper directly to the page. Now once again I'm going to use that glitter container to mark off a little crescent shape in the top of the pocket. That way I can cut that out and it just gives it a little bit more detail and it looks a little bit more professional, well done, clean. I don't exactly know which word to use there, but it just gives it a little bit more something. Now I'm going to take these awesome botanical sticky notes and peel off a few and just stick them down so they work both as decoration and as a little goodie for my pen pal to peel off and use herself. Now back to the little goodie bags that we made earlier. Since the glue is dry on the inside, we can finally glue them shut and fill them with goodies. Now another goodie that I'm going to be including is this summer themed playlist that I put together for my pen pal. I'm just going to tuck it in this pocket to placehold until my letter is ready. And going back to these goodie bags, the second one that I made is actually going to be filled with all of these little DIY embellishments, and then I'm going to add the glitter into the blue one. If you struggle with figuring out what to send to your pen pal, or you're new to pen paling and you're not sure what most people send, I do have a video on my channel with 10 classic things people send in pen pal letters or in snail mail and happy mail like these, and then 10 new ideas that you might not have heard of that I like to include in my pen pal letters. And we are nearing the end of the video. Thank you so much. My name is Hannah at The Paper Pad. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this snail mail, and comment your favorite plant down below. Or if you have theme recommendations, leave a comment, because comments help the video go farther. I hope you have a lovely day. Until next time, this is Hannah signing off.